Hello out there in YouTube land. Hello there, tubers. How you doing today? Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Normally I just do Magic the Gathering content, but I came across this video a couple of days ago and kind of been sitting on it, trying to decide exactly what I wanted to do with it. And the more that I thought about this and kind of dwelled on it, it kind of just bothered me. Reason being is I have family and friends that are in the public sector as law enforcement, as firemen, and every day, these guys, these individuals, these young men, these young ladies, they go out and they put their lives on the line to protect us. And when I see somebody that shows such blatant disrespect for our public servants, which is what they are, they're in their job is to to serve and protect the public. It just really irritates me. This individual, I'm not going to put a gender on them because in this day and age, you can't force genders on people. But anyway, and I'm not even going to say their name because I really don't even want to give them any type of I don't want them getting any type of, I guess, fame off of this or whatever you want to call it. Okay. As far as any more views to their because this individual does have a Twitter page. This individual does have a Facebook. That's where this video originated from, was Facebook. So anyway, here we go. One of the things I'm going to point out is this individual is I would say probably maybe my age, maybe a little bit older. Just guessing from their certain attributes that they have, and I'll just have to tell you right now, I will be in the post editing here. I'm going to have to do a lot of bleeping because I try to run a G to PG type channel, and this individual's language is such that I just can't leave it in. Okay, so anyway, let me just let go of that. So here we go.
But we are streaming live from. Why is it looking at me? Shit, I don't know. Oh wait. All right, you're live. We're building an audience for you. Okay, we're streaming live at Brew Healy in polite downtown Cedar Rapids. We got the Popo wearing a black thing on her badge. I guess she saw.
Okay. This young lady, this young police officer here, is wearing a ribbon on her badge because 2 of her fellow officers was killed in the line of duty. That comes out later on in this video, but this individual is showing such disdain towards law enforcement already, and because that. Now, what we don't know is why was law enforcement called to this establishment to begin with? I don't know. I will tell you that they were trying to remove this individual with a charge of trespassing. So the establishment wanted this individual gone. Again, like I said, I don't know why. We don't know that because the stream starts up after the initial confrontation or the initial contact between the officer or officers, as you're going to see here in a minute, and individual. So we don't know why. We just know that they are trying to remove this individual from this establishment with the trespassing.
Sorry, a couple of cops got whacked in Des Moines, but she doesn't give a shit about the man who's in critical care at the University of Iowa hospitals and clinics with a bullet in his neck from one of her vicious thug brothers in blue.
Okay, so she identifies why the officer is wearing the black ribbon on her badge. She then goes on to mock this officer because she makes a statement that the officer doesn't care that there is an individual with a bullet in their neck because of her brothers in blue. If you notice, if you listen to how she is speaking, either A, she's trying to be real edgy and trendy, or she's just very poorly educated because the language or vernacular that she's using is very limited at best, very limited.
I don't know what to say, y'all. I think this WITCH.
Okay, let me stop here for a second. I am from the South, and we use the word y'all because that's part of our heritage. This idiot using y'all, and she's from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm sorry, okay? You don't get to appropriate that word and use it, you idiot.
Is going to seriously arrest me because some uptight Iowan a-hole thought I was impolite. All I have to say is, yo, Dennis, why don't you come down here and let's mob the joint?
Okay, so now she's speaking to, I guess, potentially one of the individuals who's watching her live stream to her Facebook page, which is where this video originated at. And she's basically asking him and others to come down and mob this place or create a riot. She's threatening this business with a riot now. Okay. And you heard her, once again heard her vernacular, her language. She's not very educated. I think she's trying to be maybe a little bit hip, a little bit trendy, but she's not carrying it off at all.
Look at the popo. She's trying to, before I started shooting, she was all like, you're very immature. Okay, this is the guy who like acts like he's down for the cause at the open mic where I got a standing O, but today he doesn't have the testicular ability to stand up for me when one of his partners tried to kick me out. So I'm letting the other pigs interview the other owners outside. And, you know, it's nice to know that if you with me today, it'll actually be live.
Okay, so now she's dropped the F-bomb. She's attacked employees there as well, verbally. We're going to fast forward on over here into, this is where the other officer is coming on scene. And let's listen to some commentary between these two.
What's up, officer?
Hey, ma'am, I'm going to ask you to step outside for me.
On what grounds?
Okay, on trespassing charges.
Show me where it says I trespassed.
They've requested that you
Who's
leave.
they?
The owners of this business.
How many people own this business?
Two.
Two?
Yes.
150-50?
Please.
You're misinformed.
I don't want to go hands-on with you and take you to jail, so I'm going to request right now that you exit the premises.
Are you going to let me go?
I will let you go, but you're going to get a trespass warning from
I don't mind a
location.
trespass warning.
Let's go outside then.
Give it to me here where there are witnesses, please, and then I will accompany you out the door with pleasure. I am not going outside.
I will take an ID as well.
You'll do that in this room, right?
I know, yes. Get it from
On
get it out of your
camera,
purse.
right?
That's perfectly fine.
This is me, yo.
You
Look,
want to put her in there? I'll put her in there.
put me in.
Okay. So this is me, yo. If you notice her, the nice young officer, he is trying to not laugh at this person, this individual, because she is laughable. She She 100% is laughable. Oh, oops. I called her she. I'm putting gender on her. Can't do that. This individual, because she, for all I know, she may identify as a toadstool for all I know. But anyway, this individual, again, being hip and trendy, yo, this is me. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, so they're going to give her a trespass warning. She wants to argue with the officers about who owns the business. I'm pretty sure it's not her. So anyway, we're going to fast forward here a smidgen more.
In this location, you'll be arrested for criminal trespass.
How can I fight that unjust discrimination?
It's not unjust discrimination.
Says you, who the...
Okay, so he's informing her that she is going to be put into this trespass registry that the law enforcement there maintains. And if she enters into that establishment for a year from that date, at any time, she would be arrested for trespassing. Okay, that's simple enough to understand. I'm not a lawyer, and I understand that. I mean, he explained it to her in fairly clear, concise English. And she wants to know, how does she fight this unjust discrimination? And the officer says it's not unjust discrimination. Why? Because she's not being singled out because of her age, her gender, her race, or her nationality. Okay? Now, so there is no way that is a unjust discrimination. That's the only way discrimination can occur, by the way, guys. Just for a heads up, okay?
I mean, WTF do you know, yo? You wasn't here.
See, he's actually trying to compose himself because he's wanting to laugh in this idiot's face so hard, but he doesn't. I mean, he kind of chuckles a little bit, and I'll give him that. That's okay. I would have chuckled at this idiot as well. But anyway, so we're going to move on over here now. Before I get into this next, and she goes and she attacks again another one of the employees here.
We're going to call you out.
You think I need you to hand me my bag?
No, but I would gladly do that.
Yeah, well, guess what, Dick? No thanks.
Okay, so one of the employees is going to offer her bag, hand her bag to her, trying to do the nice, polite thing here. And her response is, I don't need your help, and calls him a dick. Well, there you go. That's real nice of you there. Now, this next scene we're going to go to here is they are removing her from the premises. She's finally actually starting to leave the premises. And I want to warn you, I'm going to have to bleep quite a bit of this because as she starts leaving, she's taking her time. She's still being belligerent to not only the law enforcement, but she's being belligerent to the employees in the establishment. And she's using words again that are very harsh, that are shock words. One of them as she passes this young couple, and the father has a baby in his arms. Okay, so this is a family environment type, establishment, and she's in here acting this way. There are other patrons in this place, and I'm sure they didn't want to see this show. I'm sure they didn't want to watch this nonsense. So anyway, let's watch the last little bit here. Okay?
Me my card? Your card? I'll call you? Oh, please, my aunt. Don't pretend like you serve and protect, you.
Let's go, man.
I'm going out the disabled door. Out of my way, Popo. This way.
You're going out now.
No, I have a disability. That's a handicap door. And that's how I'm exiting.
Go.
Go. Boy, she tough.
Go now. Go.
Command presence in the house. Look at all these uptight people.
Go.
Hey, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Go.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Would you tell her to stop touching me?
I'm not ready
Would you get this jacked up bitch off of me? Have her let go of me.
Go.
That cannot be pulled.
Go now.
Get off me. Get off me.
Walk.
I can walk. Get this jacked up, trigger happy pig off me. sorry. They stopped grabbing on me. It was the who got violent first.
Okay. So, as you can see, she gets very belligerent as she's exiting. She walks past. She walks past the officer. Or I'm sorry. She walks past the family walking in, and they kind of shrink. They kind of shrug from or shrink back from her. She's again referring to the police officer in very derogatory terms. Now, I'm going to show you one last thing here, or a couple more things here. We'll wrap this up real quick. But anyway, this is with her and some other individuals. I'm not sure of the location of where this is at, but it is the title of the video says that it is a protest march at the Ferry Building, okay, which I assume is there in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, which is where this individual lives. So anyway, I want you to listen to what she says, and then I'm going to show a video that kind of proves the fallacy of her statement.
They shot him down with 3 bullets.
That's funny. I wanted to go to
All the man had was a gun. I mean, all the man had was a knife and a bottle.
You brought a knife to a gunfight, huh?
Ain't your sticks good enough to disarm a mentally ill person with a knife?
Okay, so her stance is her question is, aren't your sticks good enough to disarm a mentally ill person with a knife? Okay, now this next video I'm going to show you. So this video is about 5 or 6 years old as far as being up, as far as the date it was posted to YouTube. However, by looking at the quality of the video, it looks like it was pulled from a VHS tape, which I would say makes it considerably older. It doesn't change the fact that what they show here is not real or truthful or accurate. This is a video that was produced and shown for training for law enforcement on how to engage an individual with a knife. Okay, safe way to do it. Now, and I'm going to just show you how flawed her logic and argument is. Okay.
At about 5 feet, the average officer can't even get his sidearm unholstered. Unless your sidearm or baton is already out, you'll have to rely on physical control at 5 feet or less. At about 10 feet, you might get your sidearm out, but you probably won't get a shot off. A suspect with a knife can close 7 paces and deliver deadly force in less than 1 1/2 seconds.
Okay. So, did you guys see that? It says that at 10-foot range, okay, an armed suspect, even with a knife, can close that distance in about 1 1/2 seconds, which is not even enough time for an officer to draw their baton or their sidearm to defend themselves. The suspect, in this case, the stand-in person here, was able to get 2 or 3 quick stabs of the knife and flee. And I've got news for you. If a officer or anybody is stabbed in the right location, they'll bleed out and die before they can get medical attention. It's been proven. It's been shown time and time again where this has happened. Okay, so I'm sorry. This is not a something that let's see here. How can I do this here? Because I don't want to. Okay, stop it. Stop it. All right. So the last thing I'm going to show you is I found this. This is on her Twitter. I'm not going to show her Twitter because, again, I don't want people going and attacking this individual. She is a proud supporter of Black Lives Matter. And I'm sorry, but I would argue that all lives matter. Okay? I would argue that all lives matter. And anyway, with that, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. In the comment or in the description below, I have a link to all of the video sources that I use, so you can go and view and watch these things for yourselves. As always, any YouTuber you watch that you use to get information, whatever from, you need to go out, you need to outsource these things, you need to view and verify what they're saying is truthful and accurate, okay? Don't just take them for granted. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a blessed day, and until next time.